Hello, my name is Leo Obstbaum and I'm the design director of Vancouver 2010. Yeah. Job satisfaction isn't measured here by the size of your what?
I think we got it.
I think you got it.
No. One more.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, go for it. You want
Job
to?
satisfaction isn't measured here by the size of your workspace or responsibilities, but in the size of the mountains you help move.
I heard him before I saw him because I was sitting in that pod over there. I thought he sounded like Antonio Banderas. And I was like, who is that? And I like peeked over. And I think he was like, it was during the development of the look business. There was a big beard. And
Ellie actually told Jackie and I before we met him, because she had interviewed him, and then she said, he's really cool. He looks a bit like the Count. So I just wanted to warn you guys when you saw him.
I think one of the first meetings, I don't think it was the very first one, went a little something like, hello, I'm Leo. And I said, Leo? And he said, no, Leo. I was like, what did I get myself into? Like, who is this guy?
In my interview with him, he was wearing like a business shirt, and that was the first time I met him, and then I was like, oh no, you have to work for a guy who wears business shirts?
And then he was wearing a really nice, cool shoes. So I asked him, where did you get those shoes? And he said, oh, I bought them in Italy somewhere. And I thought, oh, okay, maybe he's not from here.
Before I came here, I thought that I was like the guy who everybody knew liked meat and liked barbecuing, but this guy, he put me to shame. You know, he talked about meat all the time, and he talked about ham all the time, and I remember him coming back from a weekend and him talking for probably the better part of an hour about his new best friend at the Oyama Sausage Company, and then I went there the next weekend and saw all the sausage that he had made up just for Leo.
And he goes down for his first run on the tube, first time tubing ever. He puts it down in front of him, takes a couple steps back, and it shoots out in front of him. So he's running down the hill, and everybody at the bottom just sees this tube flying. And then, like minutes later,
I didn't like to be called the director. You know, like I know a couple times I referred to him as my boss, and then he would always ream me out if I introduced him as my boss. Like he didn't want to be seen as that. He was just another member of our team.
He wanted to feed your inspiration. He wanted to discover what your inspiration was, because he knew what his was. Yeah. And then he fed that, and he did that through flipping through magazines and, like looking at places you wouldn't expect to look, and he just fed off inspiration all the time, and that was what drove him.
I think he was contagious in everything that he did, whether it was his laughter or his emotions or his vocabulary, his ideas. They're always coming out, and they would never stop, and so it would just fully inspire you to feel how he was feeling and be as passionate.
What I loved about him is that he was never satisfied with things being good. They had to be excellent.
For him, it's not just a business card; it's the best business card ever. Or it's not just something that we have only 10 minutes to do or 2 days to do. It's that we do it the best ever for 2 days of work. You know, that is that sense of giving everything that you have.
And we always knew he was into the team, but then when you saw like how he was reacting at like summits and stuff, he's like, this isn't made by one person, this isn't made by me, this is made by the team. And we all knew that we were part of something huge, even if we didn't touch it. We knew that everybody's part of the medals, everybody's part of the torch. Even if you didn't see it until it was done, you were a part of it.
I think the other thing that Leo did so well, apart from being such an amazing inspiration for the team, I remember while we're working on the huge, incomprehensible look of the games, he's so light-handed with his direction, especially early on in the process, and you see the wisdom in that as you kind of move through the project, because you let everyone get their ideas out, and I think towards the end of the process it really felt like the whole time he knew where we were going, but he just let us fill in the blanks.
There was always a distinct and then the name. My favorite being when he used to sit just across the pod from Danny, and he'd pop his little head up and be like, Danny. And sometimes I knew she was there, but she wouldn't say anything.
One image I have of him is that look in his eye and the smile on his face when he said something or showed you something he thought was particularly clever. It's that little mischievous look in his eye and the smile on his face. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty smart, aren't I?
I remember when he wanted to take me on, he was just so excited. He's like, I have such big plans for you. You're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to do that.
And he was just running around in circles and like, picture, we need a picture of this. Margaret, where's your camera? Take this from the bottom, from the top, from the side. And that, for me, was just the indication of him having a chance to enjoy what he's done.
Leo always took a moment to celebrate and have a picture and wear the uniform and hold the torch and hug Kwachi and
Some people, they live a short life, but in that lifespan they live a long, full life. And just all this, like just standing here and listening to all these stories, and like Leo never told the same story twice. It is like he lived the life of an 80-year-old in 40 years. So I kind of found comfort in that.
I think about this year and Leo talking to me almost every single Monday, coming in and saying how he's fallen in love with skiing again, and how he loved taking Dakota skiing. And he'd a good 20 minutes. I'm sure he's late for a meeting at this point in time, and but he always stopped in to tell me how much he had fallen in love with winter sport again. And I think that was pretty important for him to be here at the Olympics and to have that connection again. And
yeah, I was talking with my daughter, and she said that she wanted to be a figure skater. No? Don't cry, Carla. Don't very cry. Yeah. Yes. If do I have to look to the camera?
Nope.
No.
But I would like you to start again with I was talking with my daughter.
I was talking with my daughter last night, and she was she's so part of the process. Nights and nights that you are working on this, and she saw some of the illustrations, and every time she see the figure skater, she start to dance at home, and last night when I arrived home, she started to dance and like imitating a figure skating, and it's like, Daddy, I want to be like the girl, and I asked her which girl, and she said the girl, the drone. So when an illustration can inspire kids, I think that is the moment that we think that we did a great job. It may be a short detour from the path or an entirely new course. Dream don't come with roadmaps. It may be a short detour from the path or an entirely new course. Dream don't come with roadmaps. It may be a short detour from the path or an entirely new course. Dreams don't come with roadmaps. Done.
Happy, happy toys. Happy, happy toys.
Hey, Doc, it's on video. I'm videotaping it, so go ahead.
You can video, you can do it. Come on, look at that little cutie.
So now how's it? Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy.